can argue all day about whether taxation is legal, constitutional, or even ethical, given that America was founded specifically on the promise that there would be no tax on income. Ever heard of the Boston Tea Party? And that was over 2% tax. But until Americans start tossing C overboard, we're paying tax. And there's a huge difference between avoiding tax and optimizing your tax. And in this money secret, I'm going to show you why tax optimization is so much more superior than just not paying your tax right now. Most people don't realize that paying 40 or 50% tax is not okay. Nor should anyone think that that's somehow normal. And a lot of people think, the rich, they don't have to pay any taxes. The poor, the middle class, they all pay. That is not how the tax system works. Not at all. And when you fully understand why the tax system works the way it does, it starts making a lot more sense why you're getting taxed and business owners aren't. You see, if you are a taker in the economy, somebody who just takes their job and doesn't create any more benefit for the economy, your taxes will always be maximum. That's how it is in a lot of countries as well. But if you are a maker in the economy, somebody who creates jobs, makes widgets, does loans, creates more money motion, you're always going to have the best taxation. And those are kind of subtle in the form of deductions and actual tax breaks. But don't expect to see that, their tax brackets are so much better. That's not how it works. The tax brackets are the same for the most part. It's the deductions that bring your profits down. What's the deduction? Anything that you can use for your business that benefits your business, that costs you money. And if you spent your money to do that, it comes off your income as tax free. Now, you don't have to have a business to make good on this, but even if you only have a W-2 job, a side hustle can create those powerful deductions that literally strip away your taxation from income. And if you find this video helpful, then subscribe. We'd love to have you on board here on this channel, and be sure to click the little bell in the top right so that you're notified of the new content that comes out. So, business expenses are completely legitimate tax-free money as long as the expense is actually legitimate. And like I say there, the tax code is specifically vague, and if you can defend it, you can keep your deductions. And in other videos, we talk how to get trading deductions and the qualified business income deduction where 20% of your income is tax-free, and how you can take losses on the capital gains that are profitable to you and then carry those losses forward even though you're making money. The tax-free return of your investment in your company, but from profits, tax-free. Maxing out your tax so that you never pay more than 20% tax on all the business income regardless of its amount. And of course, $10,000 worth of deductions on sales tax, whether you have a business or not. Getting your health insurance and health expenses tax-free. And this is just a short list of the things that scratch the surface. But the idea of not paying taxes, if you're watching this right now, that's effort you could be putting into making more money, investing, and building the business while being a maker in the economy and getting those killer tax breaks I mentioned earlier. And the tax code is a big juggernaut, but instead of trying to avoid it and then all the horrible things that come with that right now, being able to be nimble, limber, and be able to understand the tax code that applies just to you. You don't need to know the whole tax code. That's crazy. Nobody does. But knowing what's important and works for you specifically and dancing within that gives you, especially as a maker in the economy, a powerful, unfair competitive advantage in the marketplace that other people just aren't taking. Yeah, we had a guy who came to us and he was paying over 50% tax in California for his business, and he was like, I'm going to fight the IRS and I'm not going to have to pay taxes, and he was well on his way doing it. But honestly, the cost he was paying for the constant threats and letters and visits and legal action the IRS was taking, we told him, look, you can just use the code as a maker in the economy and simply save on your taxes, reinvest them, and build your business. And when he did, after he kind of got everything put together with the IRS, he was a client for life. Because once you realize that the tax code is definitely in your favor as a maker, it changes your mind as to how you do business and how important your time really is. So whether you believe in the false flag of Al Capone getting arrested for income tax evasion, whether that's real to you or not, or just a tactic to scare Americans into believing that, if they got old Al, they sure get me. You have an obligation to pay tax, but don't pay the regular tax. I don't pay that tax. You shouldn't pay that tax. I'm a business owner and an economic maker. I enjoy maximum benefits of the tax code, and certainly the asset protection and legacy preservation nature of it as well, and that comes with it. Regardless of the profit your business makes, you can too. too. Now, I have a new book that's out, and the link for that is in the description. Incorporate for Freedom, the Corporate Structures of the Elite. I'm looking forward to hearing your response to both this video and that book if you'd like to get that. And until then, be wealthy.